Hey everybody, welcome to Home with the Halsteads. Today we're going to be making a very simple chicken casserole, and I want you to do something for me, so don't leave me. This may take 30 seconds for me to say this. I want each and every one of you to share this recipe with a young mother, a young housewife, or a young grandson, or a nephew, or someone who cooks in their home. There's so many people who work. I know I have a lot of followers who are like me. They're retired, and I love you and I appreciate you so much. But I know that every one of you knows someone who is out there struggling. They struggle with what to feed their family during the week, and this is something that they can prep on the weekend, and then they can put it together and they can serve it to their family during the week. So it'll be hot and it'll be delicious, and their family will love it. So I want every one of you to hit that share button or tag someone and let me know that you did it, because I think it's really important that we reach out to others and that we help them, and this is one of the ways that we can. So I'm going to gather all of my ingredients together. This is so simple and it's so delicious. And when I get my ingredients together, and I've already prepped most of them, and I'll tell you about that, I'll be back in just a minute and we'll get started. Okay, we are ready to put together our chicken casserole to get it in the oven. The first thing that I did was I boiled 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts along with 2 bone-in with the skin chicken thighs. And the reason that I did that, I wanted my broth to be a little rich, and that's why I added the chicken thighs. And I'll tell you in just a minute what I did with the broth. So after my chicken boiled and got done, then I just took it and let it cool. I took it out of the broth, let it cool, and kind of shredded it. And I just used my hands to shred it. So we have some pretty large pieces. I like to be able to taste my chicken when I make a casserole like that, like this. So to this, I'm adding 1 cup of cooked rice. Now, I took the chicken broth to cook my rice. I had salted it when I was boiling the chicken, and I used 1 cup of dry white rice, and I used the chicken broth as my liquid, and I just boiled the rice. So now I'm just going to kind of stir this around a little bit. We have our boiled chicken, and we have 1 cup of dry rice that I have boiled, and this is probably 2.5 or 3 cups of cooked rice. So I'm just beginning to mix this around. Next, I'm adding 1 cup of mayonnaise. 1 cup of mayonnaise. This makes a large casserole. You could half this if you wanted to. 1 cup of mayonnaise. 1 can of cream of chicken soup. 1 can of cream of chicken soup, and this is a 10.5 ounce can of cream of chicken soup. I'm not going to add extra salt. I didn't add salt to my rice because I had salted the chicken when I boiled it. So if you need more salt, you can, but usually canned soups have a lot of sodium in it. Next, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. And to that, I'm adding some white black pepper. It's not black, white pepper. White pepper. I like to use white pepper when I am working with chicken salad, hot chicken salad if I'm making that in the oven. And so now I'm just going to stir this around, mixing it all together. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. Once we get this all put together, we get our topping on it, then we will bake it for probably about 45 minutes. I'll always check mine around 30 minutes. You don't want to overcook your food, but you certainly want to get it done. So we're just mixing this together. The boiled chicken, the cooked rice, the mayonnaise, the cream of chicken soup, the lemon juice, and the white pepper. So now that looks very, very good. Now I'm using a 9 by 13 baking dish today, and I have sprayed this with a no-stick cooking spray, and now I'm just going to place our chicken salad in the casserole dish. Just raking it out of the bowl, putting it in our baking dish. Now, you just want to spread it out. And again, I don't pack mine. I do like to spread it out evenly, but I like for it to have a little air and kind of be just kind of placed in there like that. This is going to be so good. I'm going to have to share this with someone, so if my dear friends are watching, you may be the recipient of this wonderful, wonderful chicken salad. So now I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to prepare our topping. I have 2 cups of crushed cornflakes. I just bought the original cornflakes, and I crushed them, and it's probably about, I don't know, it probably took about 3 cups to get 2 cups of crushed, or maybe more, or maybe more than that. Anyway, I have 2 cups of crushed cornflakes. To that, I'm adding 1 cup of chopped nuts. These are pecans. I'm just stirring that around. I have my gloves on because you know what's coming next. Now I'm adding 3/4 of a stick of melted butter. And I do like to use these gloves when I'm mixing foods like this. It allows me to use my hands. I can do it quicker. I can do it without hopefully spilling it everywhere. So we're just coating our cornflakes and our pecans. And again, that's 2 cups, 2 crushed cups of cornflakes. Now, we're ready to top our casserole. So now we're just going to put our cornflakes with our nuts coated in butter on top. And this is going to be so delicious. I hope you'll try this recipe. I hope you will try it because it's going to be delicious. This is a good dish to serve when you have company. It's a good dish to take to a Wednesday night supper at church, or any type of gathering. If you're having a group of ladies over and you just want to have a chicken salad or chicken casserole and maybe a salad and a nice dessert, then there you have it, ready to go in the oven, chicken casserole. Our chicken casserole is done. It's ready to come out of the oven. You really just want it to get really, really hot through and through. I checked mine at 30 minutes and my oven cooks hot. Remember, I tell you that all the time. So I took a piece of foil at 30 minutes and placed over it. I just laid it over it. I didn't tighten it. I just laid it over it and I let it cook for an additional 15 minutes. So I had a total of 45 minutes in the oven at 350 degrees. It's beautiful. I can't wait to taste it because I know it's going to be delicious. Okay, our casserole is ready, and this is my favorite part of the video. And of course, that's the taste test. So let's just dip some of this out right here. Yum. I know it's going to be good. Oh, it's moist. It's really moist. Just going to dip out. I'm dipping a lot, aren't I? This is supposed to be a taste. You're supposed to just have a bite. And I have a heavy hand. I dip heavy, don't I? Okay, here we go. It's going to be good, y'all. That is good. I think I'll have another bite. It's moist. It's tender. It's tasty. I think you'll love it. Be sure and share it now, like I asked you to do. And I'll see you again really, really soon.